Vincenzo and Middleton. Big first halves here for Milwaukee. Tatum trying to get loose.
How are you going to do it with scoring right there? Missed opportunity.
And too tall for Portis on the lob. Tatum with a three.
Watch the wings.
Working on Connaughton. Tatum, little spin, little bacon. Boston by 14, trying to put 3 more on the board. And see if the Celtics have an answer. Tatum. Late clock. Tatum with the Antetokounmpo on him. Oh! Tatum sends Tice away. Isolate against Connaughton. Tatum. He got it. Giannis switches onto him. Tatum and Antetokounmpo, the superstar. Step back three on the way.
They got to get busy here on offense. Kyrie all over Tatum. Got it off just in time and on time. Wow. Tatum with the ball on the edges. Under a minute to go here. Tied at 51, sidestep 3, Butter with it.
He's fine with it, and he's also efficient with it, and that's what you're going to have to be if you're him. Nice shot by Jayson Tatum. My goodness.
Nice looking step back there for Tatum.
Tatum guarded by Brogdon. What a shot.
That's an all-league player. I mean, let's be clear.
Tatum hit one of those from the other side in the first quarter.
And makes it bring a unit together.
Tatum looking for the screen, got it from Williams, and his three is perfect.
And what they really want to do is positionless basketball. So they have either one of those guys bring the ball up.
Connell.
We'll try to get closer with him. Because he took a dribble in because he knows he can shoot over the top at any. Because you could tell there's a double screen and neither one of the guys were going to switch out on it.
He is 3 of 6 from 3 as Tatum makes it look so easy.
Just force him to help. You got Brogdon on the other side. Yeah, force. Oh, not in the paint. If he gets it in the paint, he's going to make that shot.
Been a joy to watch as well. Tatum, rainbow 3. Tatum will try again. Rattles that one home.
Josh Jackson trying to get the passing lane. Tatum rising over him. Tatum filling it up.
One of the better step back. You know, that's the tough thing about asking for a score from a teammate who has not been a part of your offense.
Tatum with a shake and a drive and a foul line gun that goes. Knocked it down over Sadiq Bey. Tatum with a long gun that goes.
To be tentative out there, second guessing himself.
Good call, Gregory. Meantime, Tice with the shot.
Yep.
And a nice player for them.
Wow.
Speaking 7-6. Tatum stops and fires and fills it with.
He doesn't go, and Tatum with it in a 7-point lead for Toronto. Rhythm 3, Tatum, good.
Hey, this is. Tristan Thompson didn't like that. Williams had the ball.
Ooh. And that's good defense. And Raptors down 17. Tatum rises up the 3. And this is a team without Kemba Walker and without Marcus Smart. Tatum fires away.
Few people in this game who play with the effort and heart that he does night in and night. He's made himself an outstanding player, and he's a primetime player under pressure.
13 years now in the league as Jayson Tatum nails it. Tatum now with 7 to shoot. Tatum steps back, puts up the 3, puts it in. Jayson Tatum.
Tatum wants to go one-on-one. Step back. That's just money, that shot. Yeah. Tatum on his buddy Beal. Step away. I mean, I know it's not the. Back to Tatum again. Now he's going to take Beal to the basket for 2.
Yeah, once he got that. Remember, this guy who had 60 the other night.
Yeah.
60. Oh, big shot, Jayson Tatum.
Develop as a point guard. He handles those duties with Kemba Walker out again. Tatum, the step back, and there's his first points in a few weeks. Tatum walks into a 3.
Jayson Tatum shooting a career.
Bulls, especially against these good teams. 21 points off 13 Bulls turnovers.
Tatum with a
scratch in the low block. So I'll take it. Tatum really dribbled away but kept his composure to make it 15-10. He's got a beautiful mid-range. Ball deflected. Murray couldn't come up with it. Tatum gets the open look. And nothing but the ball. As far out as he can. He did a nice job forcing him out of his sweet spot.
Tatum inside the Tice. Now Tatum. Schroeder, good job running him off his spot, but Tatum still connects. Tatum one-on-one with Harrell. Step back three-pointer. Jayson Tatum from downtown. That's his third quarter. Tatum finding some room. Step back on Davis. Nearly blocked from behind, but he... Tatum gets into the paint, falling away, puts it in. Jayson Tatum.
Different streak of 10 or more games, and he's already there in the first quarter. He's made 4 already. Tatum, long 2 is up and in. Nice. That 7'3" wingspan of Kelly Oubre. That's his first miss of the night, though. And now Tatum drills one.
Getting a little dirty, especially when you're down a man. Everybody has to contribute. So good job on the boards by Golden State.
Jayson Tatum, the rebounding category after the first half. They were tied at 21 at the end of one half. Tatum for 3 rattles one home.
Around the screen. Shot clock down to 4 for Tatum. Tough mid-range jumper, and he laces it.
Man, that's what he do. Those are some numbers right there, baby.
Buddy might have sent the limo for somebody over there. Today is Jayson.
Quick help.
Holmes on Tatum. Sidestep 3 on the way. Man, he works on that.
I'm telling you.
2.5 to go. Tatum for the tie. Got it. Jayson Tatum with poise.
To that, the Celtics, one of the best teams at contesting threes. Clippers, one of the best teams at getting wide open threes. It doesn't matter open or close. Clippers lead by 6. Leonard 2 for 4. Tatum, step away on his one-time teammate Luke Kennard at Duke and knocks it 43%. Your opposition is shooting 60%. You're down just single digits as Tatum now brings it down to a 6-point.
Just in time before the weak side defense can come over and strip him.
5 assists for Lou Williams. Tatum comes off the screen and comes up firing. It's
over him at one time. You're not going to get a 4-point shot necessarily. Execute your offense. Be patient.
What a step away by Tatum.
Tatum get a deflection, another Phoenix turnover. Sets up behind the stripe. Drops in the 3. Boston. Another long shot.
I thought it was interesting, Brad Stevens talking about the game Sunday against Phoenix as Tatum again taking on Gobert. Whoo, how about that? Has to talk to Ryan before the game. I was very impressed with some of the things that he's going to try to bring to the table and what he's brought to the table in his own business as Tatum. Now Thompson gives him some room. Tatum's got Gobert. Between the legs, Tatum got it. Whoa, silky.
That man right there, Jayson Tatum, is about to attempt his first shot. And it goes down.
They don't wait for guys. They're always attacking off the catch. It's a big part of their offense.
Tatum, a deep 3.
He jumped over those cars.
Tatum turns that into a leaner and knocks it down. Well deserved.
Thank you, guys.
Fall away. Oh, those.
Now, what do you think when you see stuff? Pick us up, Jalen and Jayson, whoever has can go right into it for a 2-2, and there it goes. And we get it.
Yeah, good call, but defense. Phenomenal. You can clip that as one of the better defensive possessions of the season.
And Tatum answers with a 3 on the other end.
Funny.
Smith jumps out defensively. Tatum spins away from him. Smith takes a slap from behind, and Tatum buries the shot.
Level and shooting a high clip from 3 this season at 45%.
Tatum, there's his first for the Wizards. If they can keep this lead where it is, if not grow it, as Tatum is able to hit the jumper.
Tatum with that little sidestep of his and buries the 3.
Tatum came off that.
Double team immediately on Tatum, and he hits the fall away anyway. Spins, keeps backing his way in, ups for the fall away, and drains it.
Good job by Jayson Tatum.
Tatum, step back three this time, and that sees nothing but the bottom of the net.
Tatum has a complete
step back over Gallinari, and he buries it. Jayson. Tatum trying to get something happening, and does. Tatum. Step back over Collins, knocks that down.
Ooh, man, that is a tough shot. But Jayson Tatum.
Williams comes for the screen. Tatum knocks down the shot.
I think so many times. No, not even then. It'll just be disappointment. Oh,
Tatum off the bounce. Knocks down a little jump shot. Tatum gets a little help from Ogilvy. Knocks down the shot.
Yeah, Trey does not want to do.
Halfway through the fourth. That goes down to Tatum.
Tatum with the three. Got it! Oh. Ingram has had some good looks from downtown. He's 3 of 5 from deep. And Tatum with a long Tatum. Tatum for the tie. Yes. Out to Tatum. Spin stops for the lead. Got it. JT.
Walker on a kick. The all-star Tatum. Little fend off and fade away. Book it. Tatum makes his move. Powell, the former Celtic, there defensively. Tatum lets it fly. Tatum likes that spot. Under a minute left. Tatum can't.
Cleveland with 22 points and 9 to go for Herter. Tatum.
He shoots the ball so easy. That tricky dribble to.
Tatum for 3. Nothing but net.
Yeah.
His first 3 of the night, and
Tatum opts for the fall away and buries it. First half. Tatum, tough shot, makes it.
So Tatum right now.
Tatum knocks down a 3.
11 and got only down by 1.
Tatum comes up shooting, knocks that one down.
Good job by Jay.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's good.
Once again, you go home richer than when you came.
Ooh, Jayson Tatum heating up.
Heating up is right. Off the bounce, spins into the lane. Tatum, the fall away. Got it.
Hasn't really been engaged and involved. He looked to be aggressive as he's wide open from the corner.
Jayson Tatum.
Push the ball, push the tempo early.
Tatum gets a good look at a 15-footer. Gets the bounce. Tatum takes a 3. Makes a 3. Tatum, 6 on the clock. Pull up 3. Got it.
Oh, man, what a dagger.
Makes the 3. Tatum takes the 3 and knocks it down.
Go. How patient were they?
Tatum was going to shoot the step away. It doesn't matter.
Man,
Tatum off the bounce, comes the other way. Tough shot. Oh, man.
Ball movement from the Nets there. Tatum cashes in. Turnovers and 11 points. He does have 2 assists in the game. Tatum goes to work on Shamet. Little turn. Boston with first possession here in this third quarter. Jayson Tatum had 9 in the second quarter. And he knocks down the first. Third in the NBA in offensive rebound percentage. Tice just gave him a look. Now Tatum.
By the Celtics, the guy you've got to be aware of at that three-point line in transition.
Tatum back on the floor with Kemba Walker. That was a 10-2 Brooklyn run with Tatum out. So go back to the locker room. Remember, he had maybe come down a little awkward. And then right before he re-entered the game, he was doing some.
Thompson out front. Shot from the outside is good. Wow, Jayson Tatum. Shot clock running down, and a 3 is. Right now, the way that breaks down in the NBA, there's a shot from the outside good.
Of the year, just giving his team so much offense off the bench.
Oh, a major penalty. Meanwhile, Tatum, 53. Celtics in possession as Tatum is able to dribble. There's Tatum on the pull-up. Minute and a half remaining in the third quarter. That count.
Brown sweeps one off to Tatum. Tatum shadowed by Okoro. Another contested three, but he hits that one.
Good. And Wade knocks it down deep in the rock.
Wade hit a big three late in the third quarter. For those of you just joining us, Tatum has an
The game down a little bit. Cavs have to use their defense to try and get back into their rhythm.
Tatum contested three.
Tatum. Step back three. Buries it. Yeah, had to miss. Tatum will take it. Make it. Well. Takes the shot, knocks it down.
Love that play. Kemba Walker.
Long rebound by guess who? Williams. Able to keep it alive. Gets it to Tatum. Oh, he buries it fall away.
That is.
Tatum for three. Tatum with time. Another.
Clock at 5 for the Celtics. Here's Tatum off the bounce and connects on the mid-range jumper. His second field goal. He's 2 for 6 from the floor. 4 on 2. Tatum gets a great look and splashes it home for 3.
A game and a half out of home court advantage in the first round.
Yeah, I mean,
Jayson Tatum do against us.
Well, I mean, it's not so much about what you draw up, but
last season, the rest of his time with the Maine Red Claws in the G League. An upset by Holiday on Wednesday night, a left side strain. Jeff Teague traded. Boston continued. Tatum pulls up on Giannis. Jayson Tatum.
Shooters on the floor. Can they hold their own defensively? That's going to be the key.
Defended by Thanasis.
Consummate Mr. Good News, Bad News. We scored plus
in the seats. Unless you tie Jerome, it goes into the bucket.
High IQ basketball player. That is a tough shot from Jayson by one of the best defensive players in the NBA. And Smart sends it back outside. And there is Tatum off. Get his game going here. As he had just 7 points in the first half. Puts up the 3. That one's a.
He didn't try to with when you got the ball, with 2-3 seconds on the shot clock, it's another nice step.
Threes off on that one. And Tatum keeps the barrage going.
With the basketball, when there's all, 5 white shirts looking at you as Tatum continues.
Tatum comes up firing a 3 and hits his. Williams kicks it back outside. Tatum off the bounce. That'll be a long 2. Oh, it's a 3. They give him a 3. Wow. Yeah, a lot of guys would have bailed out of him. 285 pounds. Shoots 3s.
And he can knock down 3s. Look at him playing defense right there.
Tatum a step back 3. That goes.
But you can take that one with you.
Williams back outside. Tatum step back 3. Got it. Oh. Step back by Tatum. Got it.
There you go. Over to Tatum. Oh, we like this matchup. Yes, he does. Tatum comes off screen. Rob Williams rolls. Tatum step back. Short. Gets a friendly bounce.
Gets the buck.
Tatum makes it more interesting by sticking the 3.
Wouldn't all those years. He calls short.
Back to this game.
Tatum the step back. Here he comes. Yeah. We've seen it over and over again. And how about the games last night in the league as Tatum hits another 3. Once he gets locked in, and then for Celtics running, so the starters don't have to run in this fourth quarter. Tatum at the buzzer.
Philly broke it open in the second. Tatum. Nice looking fadeaway. Tatum. Step back 3. Count it.
The shots up there just haven't fallen. Tatum.
Once again, Celtics out in transition. That's where you're going to get.
Tatum's going to take it. Make it.
Same play. This time Tatum counters.
Though by Williams. Tatum. There's the step back. Tatum takes it.
Makes it. Tatum is on fire. Keep.
Tatum. Again.
Bottom of the net.
Tatum wants it. Got it.
Got it all.
3-point lead for Boston. And the Nuggets bail out just in time for Tatum to get a wide open jump shot of 11.
He's got to start moving them. Got to start getting some layups and helping the team.
Tatum for 3, and the Nuggets are in big trouble here.
Yep.
In the league, but they really haven't developed those scars over the course of the season because they haven't played together. Anchored inside. He told Jayson Tatum to get out the way and let him do it, and he picked up that foul.
Oh, fouls to give. Each team with 1 timeout left. Shot clock gets late. Tatum on its way.
Points a game. His minutes are up. And Kuz tonight with only 3 on a 1-of-5 start. Tatum
has it. Turns. Falling away. A two-pointer. It's good. The engine as Tatum brings it up the floor. Tatum. Three-pointer. It's good. Jayson.
Thompson comes out and sets the screen. Tatum, baseline jumper, free throw jumper, I should say. He knocks it down. Smart goes back to Tatum. Tatum off the bounce, step back 3. Got it!
Oh, yeah.
The Celtic team doesn't have a whole lot of size, but they do have that. Jayson Tatum, lethal from the outside by as many as 21 in the third quarter. Tatum over Harris, and he drills it.
Well, Jayson Tatum coming off a game where he struggled mightily from the field against the Phoenix.
Green gets screened on the play. Tatum over Griffin. Count it.
Finish 7 through 10. You'll be in the play-in tournament. Charlotte currently in 8th. Tatum on the fall-away swishes.
Tatum comes up shooting and knocks down a 3. Down to 4 on the shot clock. Tatum with 1.
Oh my gosh! Touch up, Jayson Tatum.
You can time back to Williams, gets it back. Fall away Tatum for 2.
Big shot, Jayson Tatum.
Now back out. Williams comes, sets the screen. Tatum for 3.
Good job by.
Got pop up off his chair. Tatum.
There we go.
Hurdle. Tatum a step back 3. Yes! Tatum gets some daylight. Tatum for the lead. Brown. Tatum takes it. Takes it!
Gonna end up back there.
Tatum.
Oh my gosh!
It's hard to average 18 a game when you got McCollum and company, Lillard.
Yeah.
But he's 50-49 with 7.5 minutes plus left to go in the quarter.
Oh, gee, on 2 guys. That was great defense by Peyton Pritchard.
Tatum a deep 3.
Oh, yeah.
They're knocking on that door right now. There's 2 more for Tatum.
Tatum seeking a shot. Found one. Knocked it. Will never move.
Nope.
I think he thought it was a shot too. Tatum, a sidestep 3. That's a beauty by Jayson. Tatum one-on-one. His teammates rising. He knocks down a 3 right in front of the center.
Fournier. Tatum. Little jumper. Knocks it down.
Nice move.
Tatum. Fall away of his own for 2.
See right there.
Tatum takes it.
Makes it. Big shot. D by Fournier.
Tatum pulls up for 3.
Knocks it down. Jayson Tatum.
Well, in fact, you talk about 1,900 points. Pritchard became the first and only Pac-12 players. I think you and I both agree that Anthony Edwards could lead this league in scoring multiple times.
Steph Curry now, I mean, Steph Curry's making 200 threes a season, isn't he? I mean, that's what Steph Curry's doing now. Is
8 p.m. right here on TNT. Celtics with a 10-7 lead as we just get underway. Here's Tatum off the screen. Tatum surprised to find the open.
Incredible this season when healthy.
Yeah, he's come a long way. Here's Tatum. Tatum working on Ish Smith off the fake and the spin and the bucket.
Dominate and dictate pace in Boston right now. Kind of junking it up, making it ugly, playing slow pace and putting the ball in Tatum.
Thing that's striking, and all three are three-level scorers. You've got to guard them everywhere as you do this guy.
Durant guarding Tatum. Step back three. That's good.
Charts. Beautiful execution on that play. Great delivery.
Well, earlier in the season, as Tatum fires for three and hits. Earlier in the season, Harden was leading.
Yeah, at the World Cup, he's a terrific player. The reason I say big floor is Tatum gets on the board.
Claxton. Shot clock winding down. Tatum steps back. Shot is good.
When they do something like that.
Tatum with a steal on a bad pass from Claxton. Sets, fires a three. Got it. Jayson Tatum. Tatum against Claxton. Step back corner three. It's good. Jayson Tatum. Clock at 10. Celtic fans did a lot of cheering for the Celtics and booing Kyrie Irving as Tatum knocks down another. Irving, by the way, just 1 of 5 from the field. He had just 2 points. Tatum, little stutter step, crossover, step back, three-pointer, puts it in. Jayson. Marcus Smart back to Tatum. Tatum pull back a 2-pointer. It's good. Jayson. Tatum against Irving. Tatum turns, fires, connects. Jayson Tatum. Tatum. Durant, the long reach. Tatum crossover, pull-up jumper. It's good.
Is a miss. Here's Tatum with Durant on him. Tatum spins. Tatum scores. They're up across the country. Certainly encourage that. And it's great to see fans in the stands as Tatum finally. 24-point Brooklyn lead. Tatum. Little turnaround is good. Man, so much skill. And Jayson Tatum had 23 years of it after every made basket. 36 now for KD.
Yeah, we talked about Kyrie, how effortlessly.
Under 6 minutes to go. Tatum crosses over Harris. Tough shot, off balance. In game 4, Boston led by 1 at the end of 1. Tatum shakes Claxton. That's a big man to shoot over at every pass. Back in the hands of Tatum with Griffin on him. They're hunting Griffin whenever they can. And Tatum hits a 5th game of the series. Down 3-1. Facing elimination tonight. Long 2. Tatum is. And Nicholas Claxton. Claxton's got 6. He's got 4 rebounds. Tatum answers with a 3-pointer. Boy, Boston needed that.
Well, I think now you can start to talk about this next series and what it looks like with the Milwaukee.